Well, a local bishop loses his mom to coronavirus, and two other members of his family are fighting it. Their battle against the virus is next.
Golf courses back open today after the governor relaxes some stay-at-home orders in her executive orders, but not everything on the course is the same. We'll show you.
And it's a rainy and breezy Sunday with scattered showers across the area. Which areas can expect rain and which ones will remain dry? Paul has the forecast in just minutes, but take a look at that gorgeous shot of downtown Detroit. Good morning at 7 o'clock. I'm Priya Mann.
Great to see you, Priya, down in the newsroom. I'm in the studio here in downtown Detroit. Thanks for joining us for Local 4 News today on a Sunday. Paul is over in the Weather Center, and Priya, I had some sprinkles on the way in today.
And both of us enjoyed those mild temperatures, Paul.
Yeah, in some spots, we are 10 to 15 degrees warmer than we were yesterday at this time. So that's positive news. But take a look at radar. You can see we've got a battle going on here. And basically, if I draw a line like this rain is not going to really make it any farther west than that. So if you're west of that line, which is really about 90% of us, you're going to have a dry day, and that means your tee time will be fine. But just check the radar and your local forecasters app if you're kind of near that white line, just to make sure in case you're heading out. But right now, that's where the rain is going to be, that line and eastward. Right now, generally in the 40s across the area. The wind from the north-northeast, and it's going to be a breezy day with gusts to 30 miles per hour. I'll be back to talk more about the day ahead and the week ahead in just a few minutes.
All right, let's get started. 7:01 on a Sunday. We're going to begin with a new look at the impact of the virus here in our state.
Yeah, the state is reporting 562 new cases, bringing the total to more than 37,000. There were 189 more deaths. That's more than 3,200 lives lost. As for people that have recovered, the state says that number is more than 8,300. And one day after Governor Whitmer relaxed some of the stay-at-home guidelines, we found a lot of people, of course, on golf courses. The governor's new rules allow golf courses, marinas, and landscaping businesses to open with strict social distancing rules in force. The Stonebridge Golf Club in Ann Arbor said they were almost full yesterday.
Today I've got two guys driving around the course on each nine, making sure people are being compliant with the six feet distancing. And we also have kept the building locked down, so people have to either pay online or they pay on the phone when they get here or before they get here. There's a entrance for the bathroom separate from the pro shop, and they can go in one at a time.
And the governor extended the stay-at-home order through May 15th. And this morning, we're hearing from a well-known Detroit pastor about the toll this virus has taken on his family.
Absolutely. Bishop J. Drew Shearer of Greater Emmanuel Institutional Church of God in Christ lost his mother to complications from coronavirus. As Larry Spruill shows us, she's not the only one in his family who battled the virus.
Bishop Shearer says the last few weeks have been an emotional roller coaster for his family. They have had some highs and obviously they've had some lows. Both him and his wife, famous gospel singer Karen Clark Shearer, are sharing their favorite memories of who many call Mama Shearer.
My mother was a tremendous woman. She was loved by many.
Saturday, Bishop J. Drew Shearer, pastor of Greater Emmanuel Institutional Church of God in Christ here in Detroit, and his wife, famous gospel singer Karen Clark Shearer, remember an important part of their family, his mother, Willa Mae Shearer.
On March 23rd, my mom and dad, my daughter actually went over and convinced them to go to the hospital because they weren't feeling well. They both tested positive for the coronavirus. My dad came home a few days later. It was obvious that they had sent him home too early, so of course Dad had to be taken back to the hospital. My mother actually passed on the 19th of April in Royal Oak, Beaumont.
Bishop Shearer says all of this happened in such a short time frame. Friday, they celebrated the life of his mother, many call Mama Shearer.
We, our family, abided by the executive order of our governor. We did not exceed our limit. I think it was 10 or 15 in the auditorium. Just very hurtful, but at the same time rewarding, knowing that she knew God the way she did.
Gospel legend Karen Clark Shearer says the last couple of weeks have been an emotional roller coaster. Lifetime Network aired a movie about the Clark sisters.
2 million viewers.
Oh, 2 million viewers.
Yeah.
Okay, that watched the movie, the Clark sisters. And that was just so exciting for us. Then, on the other hand, you know, we're praying for our mom and our dad, and I'm trying to uphold my husband. And so it was a lot of mixed emotions.
We believe that God is seeing us through it.
Reporting on the Detroit's West Side, Larry Spruill, Local 4.
And Bishop Shearer tells us this weekend his father is recovering. His brother also has coronavirus, but he is doing fine.
And the coronavirus has taken a toll on this country, taking the lives of more than 53,000 Americans so far, and more than 26 million have lost their jobs. Governors across the country are weighing those numbers as they make decisions on how to move forward. Now some states are allowing certain businesses to open, others are opening beaches and parks. As Sam Brock reports, these decisions come with great controversy and even greater risk.
With a heavy dose of sanitation, businesses are swinging open their doors in Georgia, where the number of COVID-19 cases continues to rise, not fall.
We need to be open because we have our family. We need to support our family.
From spas to barbershops, nail salons and gyms, the revenues are returning. Gym owner Dan Carden says safety is manageable in a mom-and-pop operation like Carden's Classic Gym, where 6 feet is mandatory.
I get in here in the wee hours of the morning while it's dark before any members show up and wipe down all the surfaces. And I'm okay with that. If it's going to take that to keep the doors open, have members coming in.
For those wondering how social distancing is possible in places like barbershops.
I mean, we clean up after every chair, every customer gets out of the chair. We wearing gloves.
Or spas. Owner Deborah Koesch says avoiding contact is impossible.
We require our clients to come and have masks and gloves and sanitize their hands before they come in. And this way, I think it's safe.
Next week, at least a dozen more states are lifting their stay-at-home orders or opening up businesses, joining Georgia, Alaska, South Carolina, and Oklahoma, where spas and salons are already online.
We're so excited that everybody wants to come back, but it's very hard to navigate that.
Garrett Hake is in Colbert, Oklahoma.
The governor said personal care businesses like salons and barbershops could open their doors again starting on Friday. And while in many big cities those businesses stayed closed, in rural areas like here in Bryant County, business is brisk.
Neighboring Texas hasn't reopened spas and salons yet, but this owner defying orders, opening anyway and getting a citation.
If you cannot afford to pay us and feed our families and help us because the systems are so backlogged, then you have to let us work. You have to.
The testing of limits, but not enough testing for illness. The COVID Tracking Project puts the Lone Star State 48th and Georgia around the bottom 10 for per capita testing, with protesters worried about not just their health, but their families.
I say go home and talk to your elderly loved ones. I would like for my mom to stay alive as long as humanly possible.
On Monday, restaurants and movie theaters can open in Georgia. The one cinema owner tells NBC News he's not ready.
I'm super anxious to do what we do. We feel like we've built something great here and customers love it, but we want to do it when it's right.
We'll see what that looks like here in Michigan over the coming weeks and months. Developing overnight, an investigation now underway into the death of a man. It was from a fire on Detroit's west side. The fire happened at a home here on Washburn near Margarita Saturday afternoon on the west side. Police tell us they found a 62-year-old man dead inside the home. Now, we're told investigators are not sure if the man died in the fire or if he died before the fire started. Both police and Detroit fire arson investigators, they were on the scene there Saturday. Detroit police investigating after a delivery driver is shot while delivering food. This happened Friday on Aurora Street in the area of Wyoming and Plymouth Road. Police tell us a 46-year-old woman was delivering food when a white car pulled up and someone inside that car shot multiple times, hitting her. Police say she was taken to the hospital and listed in serious condition. Police are asking anyone with any information about this shooting to give them a call. 7:09, still much more to come on Local 4 News today. But first, we're going to check in with Paul Gross in the Weather Center. Great to see you on a Sunday, Paul.
Good to see you, Sean. And the mantra for the day is rain, rain, go away. Well, actually, it will go away. In fact, most of us won't see any rain today, but we will talk about who will. And the week ahead, there's a lot of rain actually coming our way. We'll talk about all of that in just a few minutes.